Contemplation of Cittānupassanā means consistently watching each moment of one's mind, how it arises, how it changes, and how it disappears. According to Mogok Sayadaw, this very practice cuts off the chain of suffering by revealing the transient nature of each mental event, thereby wearing away the ignorance that sustains samsara. Below is an overview of how contemplative awareness of the mind, Cittānupassanā, can lead to Nibbāna, as taught Buddha. Recognizing the four foundations of mindfulness, Satipatthana, the Buddha teaches four fields of contemplation: 1. Body, Kayanupassana; 2. Feelings, Vedanupassana; 3. Mind, Cittānupassanā; and 4. Phenomena or truth, Dhammanupassana. Practicing any one of these foundations completely is said to be a sufficient path to awakening. Cittānupassanā specifically focuses on the arising and passing away of mind or consciousness. Turning attention inward. Meditation is not, as Mogok Sayadaw repeatedly emphasizes, about observing external objects. Instead, it is about recognizing the movements of the mind itself. All thoughts and states of consciousness, be they seeing, hearing, smelling, touching, or mental impulses like anger or greed, must be noticed right at the moment they appear. Such observation is said to be vipassana, insight meditation. If one is aware of the consciousness that just arose, identifying the 13 arising objects. Mogok Sayadaw described 13 mental visitors that may appear. 6 outsider guests, the moments of consciousness connected with eye, ear, nose, body, and mind, sense contacts. 5 inner guests, the unwholesome and wholesome mental qualities that can suddenly emerge within. Labha, greed; dosa, anger; moha, delusion; alobha, non-greed or generosity; and adosa, non-hatred or friendliness. 2 hosts, in-breath asaso and out-breath passaso, which arise continuously. At any particular moment, only one of these 13 can arise. By grounding in mindfulness, one notes exactly which of these 13 guests is present, seeing its appearance and cessation. Cutting off the chain of birth and death. Mogok Sayadaw stressed that at the very moment of arising, if one is fully aware of that mind state, be it greed, anger, or sense consciousness, it has no chance to proliferate into further craving, tanha, or grasping, upadana. Since craving and grasping do not take hold, the subsequent links, kamic becoming, kamabhava, rebirth, jati, aging, and death, are cut off at their root. This instant awareness, repeated continuously, is what unravels samsara and leads to Nibbāna. Dispelling wrong view, cultivating right view. By recognizing that it is eye consciousness that sees, ear consciousness that hears, and so on, rather than I or myself, one begins to uproot the belief in a personal self, sakkayaditthi. Replacing I am seeing with this is simply seeing consciousness arising, develops right view, samaditthi. Right view breaks the habit of identifying thought as me, thereby freeing the mind from clinging and personalizing each experience. Awakening to the Four Noble Truths. Seeing the ceaseless arising and passing away of consciousness reveals the first truth, dukkha, the truth of suffering and impermanence. Observing that mindfulness, magga, or the path, prevents the arising of new craving, samudaya, and future births shows the third truth, cessation, nirodha. Suffering does not continue when it is met with insight. In this way, moment-to-moment awareness of the mind directly implements the Noble Eightfold Path, halting the wheel of samsara and leading to final liberation. Universality of the practice. Mogok Sayadaw reassured practitioners that they need not be in a special place to do this. Whether walking, working, or sitting, one can be mindful of the mind's unfolding. This is insight meditation, vipassana, attending to each arising and passing event in consciousness, rather than mere calm meditation, samatha. Vipassana penetrates the nature of reality, clearing away the causes of future suffering. Conclusion. Through continuous awareness of the mind's arising and vanishing, Cittānupassanā, practitioners directly confront the ceaseless transformations of consciousness. By neither rejecting nor indulging in these mental events, but instead meeting them immediately with mindfulness, craving and clinging are stripped of their power. This breaks the chain of birth, aging, and death, and establishes right understanding in place of self-centered views. In so doing, one follows the Buddha's instruction to see clearly the truth of impermanence, suffering, and non-self, culminating in the timeless freedom of Nibbāna.